Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on that braid that I posted on my Instagram a few days ago. It's actually super easy, even though it looks really unique and, I don't know, different than a lot of other braids I've seen. So as long as you know how to do a French braid, it should be no problem for you to learn. And I'd say it works best on kind of like dirty hair, so you're not going to want fresh cleaned hair, and it definitely works best on longer hair. So I mean, if your hair isn't probably about to cure, it's not really going to be very easy for you, and it's probably not going to look right because you do kind of need that length to really get the look. So all you're going to need, I just have a little rubber band to secure it. Sorry, ignore my nails, they're really bad right now. And then, where'd it go? Oh, okay, so I have this giant bobby pin, and then I also have small bobby pins. You won't always need any sort of bobby pins, but sometimes you do. And so then I have two hair products I'm going to be using. One of them is the Big Sexy Hair Powder Play, so this is just a powder volumizer. The other one is the Paul Mitchell Awapui Texturizing Sea Spray. So I'm going to start just with spraying all of my hair with the sea spray. You kind of just want to do, I mean, you don't want to put it like right on your root, but mostly throughout your ends, because at least for me, I wash my hair every other day, so I find that sometimes with styles, my hair just isn't dirty enough to really properly do it. So sometimes I just like to add some texture because it just seems to hold better when there's more texture in it and when it's not just so clean. It's too slippery when it's super clean. So, put that in, let it dry. It does make my hair feel kind of gross, but that's that. So then I'm taking POW and I'm just putting it around the roots, mostly on the left side of my head, because I don't want to like put too much. See, I just go like that and just kind of part it, sprinkle it in, and then I fluff it up. And I just kind of do that in like a few different sections. You really don't have to be exact. I would say that this does work a bit better when you have shorter layers, but it works just fine for me. Then, do a little bit around here, because at least when I do this braid, I want it to look a little disheveled, a little beachy. So you're gonna just want some volume. So then I spray it here, and this is really cool too because it means I don't have to tease my hair, so it does help keep my hair healthy. All right, so now we've applied all the products we're gonna be using. So onto the actual braid. So you're gonna take your hair, put it all on one side. Of course, if you don't have bangs, or if you normally wear your bangs out of your face, you're going to incorporate your bangs into the braid or just that fringe area into the braid. I'm not, though, because I'm a fanatic of my bangs and I'm really weird about my forehead. So you're just kind of taking a section at the top. If you're definitely going to want your hair part on the side. If you part your hair like really far over, even better. So just part your hair as far over as it'll lay and you're comfortable with, and that will do you well. So you just kind of start it off like a regular French braid. Oh man, I hope you guys can like see this. Like a regular French braid, but it's going to be an inverted French braid. So instead of going over, you take it all under. So I'm going to start with this piece. So take it from the back, and the whole thing with this braid is that you only take it from the back section of your hair. So I'm taking that from further back in my head, and I don't add any from the front. So that's how you keep the braid on the side, and doing the inverted braid is what really makes it noticeable. So just all the way down, you just keep taking it from the back and not the front. But I mean, you are going to want to be careful and make sure that you still use the hair from the front, because if you leave it out, it kind of like messes up the effect. I'm sorry, I hope you guys can see this. So I'm just doing it like that. As you can see, this is taking me all of like 5 minutes. I'm doing this really quick, and so if you're like really doing it, I would of course recommend really making sure it's nice and you know, nice and like brushed out, and you don't have like weird clumps of hair like I'm kind of getting. Okay, I accidentally braided my bangs into this little bit, whatever. Okay, so now as it gets here, you want to kind of make sure that you have good posture and that you're sitting up in a natural position, because this is where if you have your head tilted down, when you finish the braid, your braid's gonna like jut out and it just looks kind of weird. So make sure to sit up straight, because I know while I do the bottom, I'm slouching. And you just keep doing the same thing. You just keep bringing sections over. And so it's different than a regular French braid because you're still adding hair in at this point, whereas a regular French braid would now just be, I don't know, what would you call it? Just, you know, you'd be done adding hair, and all the hair that you'd be working with would already be in the braid, so you don't get that like kind of cascading hair over here. So, of course, you can also, as you're doing it, take smaller pieces so that there's less of this area and more of that going on. So for me, that's about my braid. All you do is knot it, and then what you do is you kind of, you know, mess it up as you like. So what I like to do usually, kind of take it like that, especially with the very top where it tends to be the tightest. I like to kind of just loosen pieces up because I don't really like the look of tight braids. So now I have this big bobby pin because, as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of, like, I'm definitely getting some separation here. When I do these less quickly and take more time, I usually don't get that. But, so what I do in that case is from the back, from this side, that's where the bobby pin comes into place. I just kind of separate the hair like that and try and hide all the holes. And then I take this big bobby pin and just hide it in the braid. And there you go. And then you can see that that just kind of flows down a little bit better than it did before. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this and that it was helpful. Obviously, you can keep mixing it up, make it tighter or looser, whatever you prefer. So hope this, I don't know, gave you guys cool ideas for summer hairstyles. Bye.